Well, a law designed to stop people with few connections to Canada from taking advantage of Canadian citizenship appears to be ensnaring people who call this country home. As CTV's John Woodward reports, a Vancouver dad is struggling with the fact he's Canadian but can't pass his citizenship onto his own children.
Patrick Chandler's kids are growing up, and the only way he can see them right now is through a screen.
I couldn't be there. I would have loved to have been there.
Chandler is blaming Canada's complicated citizenship rules. He married his wife and had Rachel and Ryan while working in China. But when he tried to bring them back home, there was a problem.
She starts stamping the documents, and at the very last second she goes, "Oh, wait a second. You weren't born in Canada, and neither was your daughter. We can't process this application. She's not allowed to get Canadian citizenship." I said, like, what do you mean?
Chandler was born in Libya while his Canadian parents were working there. Even though he's a citizen and spent 20 years in Canada, his children won't be Canadian.
So I was just shocked, stunned that this was a thing.
A new citizenship law passed by the Conservatives in 2009 stopped citizenship from being passed on after 2 generations being born abroad. The idea was to keep these passports from being claimed indefinitely by generations of people with very little connections to Canada. But this law is also catching people with strong connections to this country, except for where they were born.
How many Canadians are working overseas? And they've had 9 years to produce babies. Yeah, there are going to be a lot of people in this boat. They don't even know it.
Advocate Don Chapman wants the current Liberal government to change the rules so that a Canadian born abroad could spend several years at home and regain the right to have Canadian children.
Single line, done. The problem is the will of the government.
The government has asked Chandler to sponsor his own kids as immigrants. It's been 7 months. He's paid costs here and in China, and he's still waiting. In the meantime, he's able to be a dad only through a cell phone. John Woodward, CTV News, Vancouver.